Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Touchdown Illini! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
It's so nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Extending the play. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Illinois!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So seeing snap, put it in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. And stampeding through the defense. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Buying some time. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's Altmaier. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Illinois offense returns to the field. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now adjusting. He throws one to the left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Offense in an empty set. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. Now sliding to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Floating away. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Powers through. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going for 6. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls.
Touchdown Illini! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air, it's Green. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Trying to get to him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw it. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence. And it's picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
First down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Here's the handoff. At the 20, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Illinois looking to pay things off on first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Looking for an open area to his left. Touchdown, Illinois! And the stomping has commenced. He didn't see anyone open, so just down to it myself.
What an awesome luxury to have that at the quarterback spot. When nothing's open, everything breaks down. Oh, I'll just scramble out and run for a touchdown. Makes you look like a really good offensive coordinator.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He leaves it with his back. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Second down coming up.
He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to fire to the left. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Fighting off the defender. Still on his feet at the 45. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And the pummeling has started.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Illinois, 22. West Virginia, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This offense has a second down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Looking to throw, it's Green. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Illini.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to throw on second down. Grab behind the line. It's White. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass.
He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Illinois. And the route is on.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through it?
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nice move to stay on his feet. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Right back to the well. Sweet cut there. Off he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Looking for room. It's McCray. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might. Touchdown, Illini! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what you're offering.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we